Hello, my name is Dr. Alan Kerry and welcome to another podcast from the South Essex GP Training website. With me I have Dr. Sunil Gupta and we're going to discuss the topic of the financial accounts of a general practice. Sunil, what are the components of the financial accounts and what is their purpose?
The general practice financial accounts are the historical record of the financial performance of the practice. The accounts are prepared from the books and records the practice keeps throughout the year. Profit and loss is a record of the practice's income and expenses. The balance sheet provides the practice with the value of their assets and each partner's share of those assets. The purpose of the account is to calculate profits which can be declared to the Inland Revenue. They're a useful tool in making financial decisions. They allow comparison to previous financial year. They allow the calculation of the projection of drawings, and the accounts will be probably required by a bank if a GP wants to take out a loan.
What are the types of GP contract at present?
GP practices are paid via contract with the NHS, and there are three types of contract. Number one, General Medical Services, GMS. Number two, Personal Medical Services, PMS. Number three, Alternative Personal Medical Services, APMS.
So what are the sources of income for a GMS practice?
The source of income in a GMS practice are the global sum payment calculated based on the number of patients, the minimum practice income guarantee correction factor, quality and outcome framework, enhanced services, seniority which rewards years worked in the NHS, reimbursement of some expenses and other income.
And what are the sources of income for a PMS practice?
The source of income of a PMS practice are PMS fees, which can include growth money for additional clinical capacity in under-doctored areas to pay for a salaried GP and or nurse practitioner. Quality and outcome framework, but usually in a PMS practice they have 105 points deducted from their quality and outcome framework score. Other sources of income of a PMS practice are enhanced services, reimbursements, seniority and other sources.
Can you give us a bit more detail about some of the areas that you mentioned?
Quality and outcome framework includes clinical indicators, e.g. heart failure, depression, diabetes, hypertension, etc. Organisational indicators, e.g. records, patient experience indicators, e.g. access, and additional service indicators, e.g. cervical screening. Enhanced services includes directly enhanced services, e.g. childhood immunisation, influenza, minor surgery, Zoladex, etc. Nationally enhanced services, e.g. IUCD fitting, and locally enhanced services, e.g. extended hours, wound management, practice-based commissioning incentive, etc. Reimbursement includes reimbursement for things like rent, rates, drugs, and the salary of a GP registrar in a training practice. And other sources of income include things like the prescribing incentive scheme, insurance reports, the GP registrar training grant, postgraduate education allowance, income from jobs outside the practice, and income if the practice is a dispensing practice.
Thank you. So that's the income. I now want you to list some of the expenses in running a general practice.
So some of the expenses in running a general practice include salary and wages, staff pension, staff training, the cost of locums, the cost of drugs, medical supplies and instruments, telephone costs, computer expenses, printing, postage and stationery, the costs of books and journals, subscriptions, courses and conferences, repairs and maintenance, also the costs of heat and light, costs of cleaning, insurance, rent, general and water rates, bank charges and accountancy charges, and depreciation.
And what are practice statistics?
Practice statistics can give an indication of how well a practice is being run. Examples include things like staff wages efficiency ratio, clinical assistance ratio, quality and outcome framework income, enhanced services income, net profit per patient ratio and net profit per partner.
Thank you. So, in summary, the practice accounts gives a good indication of the financial performance of the practice, and it's important to have a good understanding of the sources of income and expenses in a general practice. Both Sunil and I would like to thank you for listening, and we hope you will listen to some of the other podcasts from the South Essex GP Training website.